Want to know the video that's going to get me arrested for something that I didn't do, nor did my ancestors do, but just for talking about it is going to destroy my life because the government, the decision to intervene, the ignorant arms, both of these books, you can still buy, but they're hard to find. They discuss how they go back in time in history and discuss the things in the Russian Revolution that aren't talked about, and what really how I really see the Russian Empire. I've completely butchered this, but we're gonna keep going because we're going. So Operation Archangel. It was a military operation in the Bolshevik Revolution. What they were trying to achieve in the operation was to escort military supplies, raw materials, hundreds of tons of copper materials, like trains of the shit. Really no guns, but they had guns and like shit. Basically, what they were doing was they went into Russia, into the port, and they dropped off a bunch of shit. And then they just put a whole bunch of guys to escort the raw materials to the imperial government of the Russian land. And the Bolsheviks are like, hey, we own this country. Those are our materials. And so they fought over it for some time. The time really doesn't matter. They still fought. And then they pulled out. And then everybody forgot about it for like 20 years. And then the commies were like, hey, we got a giant state now and a bunch of people. We're going to make this idea go. And so they made the idea go. The whole idea of communism. And then everyone was like, hey, we're this capitalism people. You're saying we need to like not be rich and famous and not have all the things and keep oppressing people and like do all that stuff. Oh yeah. No, that idea we don't agree with, so we're going to convince our entire population that we don't like you and you're trying to overthrow our government and make everyone miserable and live in giant concrete houses that suck. Hey, maybe giant concrete houses and high density houses could solve our housing crisis and maybe get people a greater sense of community because driving 10 miles to go to the store is not productive, and you definitely don't meet anybody on the roads, and whenever you get to the store you just want to go in there and fucking go in the store and like get your shit and leave and don't want to talk to anybody. Is that a problem? Not wanting to talk to people and being unable to talk to people on your commute to anywhere? Is it? Do we need social interaction in person? Do you need to have someone in the same room with you? Yes. The internet doesn't capture everything. It captures light, it captures sound, but it doesn't capture the air movement of when somebody moves. You can't really get facial expressions because, I could do this and like you could look at every like muscle fiber in my face, but you're not gonna see what my feet are doing or like how spread they are. Like, you get to look at the world through a camera. That's what society is doing right now. They're trying to look through a camera to try to figure out everything in their life. Wow, that's quite the tangent of housing to what cameras do. We were talking about the Bolshevik Revolution and how that kind of set the whole stage for how world politics went. Crazy how how ideas can flow like that. How you can phrase anybody as the good guy as the bad guy just by talking about it. It's almost like they have people they want to protect too, and ideas that they think are right. Wait, doesn't that make us way more similar than we have different? Because aren't they using like nearly every tool that we have, and don't they eat like nearly all the same plants? They just kind of prepare them different and have a few different things that they do. We all really that different? Should we all just come together and get off the internet and, like, I don't know, talk, hang out, have a party? Do we have to, like, get fucked up? No. We can just commune. Maybe loiter someplace, Spend some actual fucking time in somewhere instead of just going somewhere for 15 minutes and then driving back to your house and sit in misery all fucking day. Man, there's some good clips in here. The internet nomads. I've been told I'm an internet nomad. But a nomad is a person who wanders and gathers food and, like, just generally is, like, a person that's, like, in it all the time. So really, aren't the internet nomads people who are, like, on their phone constantly? Doesn't, like, being an internet nomad escalate you to this place of, like, nothingness or like internetness, or just like say I don't know, being a part of the ether, like they literally named the standard Ethernet. The entire internet is kind of just based around that standard. You go in telecommunications literally everywhere. You get like they're coming out with fiber. They've had fiber forever, but they're implementing fiber, and it runs on all the same technology as Ethernet. Like literally, they're like, okay, yeah, the physical layer is different, the layer 1 is different, but layer 2 is the same. Layer 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way down to your application, your user land. That's all the same stack as Ethernet. Yeah. And hey, the Russians use Ethernet too. How do I know? It's an international standard, and they're on the internet. Just go ask Putin. Oh wait, there's a firewall there. Maybe you shouldn't ask Putin after watching this video. There's a lot of mixed messages in here about how nothing is the same and nothing is equal, and how we're all the same and everything is equal. Man. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like this content. I honestly think you're going to hate it because I'm just literally rambling into a camera, high on shrooms. There's a horrible set. Like, that right there is ugly as balls. Ugly as balls. Like, I need to turn this camera around so you can just see my bookcase and this giant mirror. Maybe I'll put a camera, or I'll put the camera, I don't know. I need a better set because this is atrocious. The lighting's atrocious. I stand here and just get washed. Like, I could just disappear into the background of this light and be the enlightened one. But hey, set design. We'll do a video on it.